Welcome back, you guys. Today we have a pretty interesting build, something that we have not done before. Figured I'd take you guys through that, show you just a new project of a vision that one of our customers had. So the idea here is that we're going to take a Gen 1 9 full size. We're going to cut this guy down, do a little bit of weight reduction, but primarily we are after some design work, not just weight reduction. What we're after is the Hive top cut. So we're going to end up running the Hive between what's going to be the front iron sight and where the barrel locks up. So we're going to run the Hive here. Want to make sure that we leave enough area where the barrel locks up that we're not going to have any issues over time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a front side shave with either a single window or two windows. We haven't made that determination yet. We don't happen to work on a lot of the Gen 1 slides versus, obviously the Gen 2s are out, the Gen 1s are significantly thicker, the walls are. So we're just trying to make sure that we're making good choices. We want to cut that Hive first, take a look and see exactly how much room we actually have on the sides, and then we'll make a determination if we're going to do a single window or if we're going to do some kind of a double window. So we're going to come down at an angle like this. We're going to shave off the front. We're going to remove the M&P 9. Of course, we're going to remove that Smith & Wesson and all the extra little tag lines that they have there from when they come from the factory. So over like this, right off the nose. That'll all be gone. Wall will be a little bit thinner. So then we're going to make the determination because of how far down the side we have to come to get the Hive on the top. So, and what I mean by that is if you take a look, and it is hard to see, but up here, you're going to notice that it's a pretty thick top plate, okay? So what that means is we have to make sure that we cut deep enough down the sides in order to cut through the top plate. So some of our Hive is going to be still in this roll down and through here, and then we have to make sure that we're going to shave the side and that we have enough room for putting that window in there without actually hitting the Hive. So we're going to just, we're going to see how that plays. Last but not least, we're going to end up adding the cross flag that we've done just on a previous video. We ended up doing one of those on a shield just recently. So we're going to end up doing a cross flag up here in the top rear. And then in the end, we're going to end up going back to black Cerakote, very much like you'd find on the factory slide as it is now. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get over to the Tormach 770. Let's go ahead and cut that Hive pattern on the top front. Internally here, I'm going to make a couple of decisions on what we're going to do as far as a single and or a double window, and then we're going to cut that. You guys probably won't see anything. That's a seamless transition for you guys. And then I'll get over to the laser. We'll go ahead and do that deep laser flag cross engraving with the texture on the bottom fill, so we see a nice two-tone there, and then we'll color it. We'll bring it back and see exactly how it came out. Alright guys, let's take a look and see exactly how this came out in the end. I'm super pleased overall with going with the dual windows. With it being a Gen 1, we end up having thicker side front walls. So therefore, overall, shaving those sides, doing the dual side windows really gave us more of a weight reduction, able to see the barrel a little bit more, and we didn't lose any of that integrity overall. Structurally, we're the same as what we would have been with doing a single window because it's a Gen 1 and because those walls are significantly thicker than what you would see on, say, a Gen 2. Let's take a look at the work overall. So in the top rear, we ended up running the cross flag. Super pleased with the way that came out. We ended up doing what would be a texture fill bottom. So we run that to a point of where we start seeing some texture on the bottom. We change the settings just a little bit. That draws that texture out a little bit more and therefore gives us more of a two-tone instead of just a real smooth bottom, something that you might see with just peeling Cerakote and things like that. So we really want to make sure that we're actually getting a real nice offset on those logos when we're running them. We also want to make sure that we're getting some nice depth through them overall as well in the event that the customer wanted to do something like a color fill. So shave those front sides, did those dual side windows, really pleased with the way that came out. As you can see, we have some nice thick walls still left over. And then of course on the top, we ended up doing the Hive, able to show some nice barrel. Guys, I went ahead and added some of the pictures to this build video. I wanted to show you what it would look like in the event that the customer went with something like a polished barrel, a gold barrel, one of the other colors that we do offer, something like a rose, a copper. So there happens to be a lot of different things, a gray. So guys, reach out to us if you happen to want to have a barrel done and you want to really tie that overall in with your project. All right, guys, I want to take you through another project. We did not do a build video on it, but lately we've been so busy and we've been working on a lot of things that you haven't seen. Wanted to just kind of show you something that we haven't done before. All right, guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed that M&P build. Happened to be a new pattern that we had not done with the top Hive and the side windows. Overall, I'm really pleased with the way that it came out. Something else that I kind of wanted to show you guys. I know that you guys have seen pieces to this puzzle, but I'm not sure you've seen the complete picture. We have had posted at some of our local shows. We have already posted almost a year ago on Instagram the actual laser stippled frame on the SIG P320, but finally we've started doing a pattern that removes that factory text from the front zone, starts adding the Raptor cuts, other things like adding the Cobra nose. We also offer services on the barrel, porting the barrel and things like that. So there happen to be a lot of different services that you really haven't seen. If you go to the webpage, you're going to find out that under the SIG tab, you will find that the services are listed there. Some of the services are still somewhat reserved. In the event that you were going to do a full build, we may offer them. But under normal circumstances, we do not just laser stipple the frames. Okay, so those are some of the things that we don't do as a standalone service. Hopefully at some point in time we will start offering that. Guys, it's super hot here in North Carolina right now, so we're seeing some moisture on this. But of course, we're going to add some pictures. One of the other things that you're going to notice is we don't happen to have any sights on this. This is an in-house build that we've done. We do have a show coming up. We want to make sure that we had a couple of new things out on the table, especially since there's services that are offered. So you are able to get the Raptor cut, the shave side, the Cobra nose. We are able, of course, to do barrel work, Cerakote coloring, things of that nature, as we typically do. I would highly, highly recommend that you follow us over on Instagram and our Facebook account. More than likely, this is where you've probably seen it. I don't know if this has actually made it into a YouTube video up until now, but more than likely, if you've been following us over there, you've already seen the frame. You've already seen some of our other frames. We happen to have done laser stippling on several different frames that people just don't offer. Some of the CZ stuff, some of the Polymer 80 stuff. So if you happen to be over there on our Instagram, you'll end up catching some of that stuff over there. Of course, we do recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do recommend that you ring the bell, get your notifications turned on, so as something new comes out like this, you have the opportunity to click on it from your email instead of searching and trying to see when new videos come out. It's a little bit easier to keep up with the content since we do have so much stuff going on. Over the summer, we've been super busy. We've ended up having a lot of different projects. We have a lot of big projects still in the works that we have not completed and or turned out quite yet. So we have a lot of big build videos that we haven't actually released, and we've just been so busy that we really haven't been filming. It's been so hot that we're just trying to turn the work out and not really kill ourselves, if that makes the best sense. So guys, go ahead and go to NCEngravers.com. Use that contacts tab. Tell us a little bit more about what you want to have done. You're going to find that under the services tab, we do have them broken out by make and model. So you'll be able to click on M&P, then you go into there, or Smith & Wesson, then you'll go in there and you'll see the M&P, you'll see the shield work. You'll be able to go to the Glock stuff. You'll be able to see that some stuff is offered on certain models and other stuff is offered on different models. The same thing that you're going to run into with the SIG and some of the CZ stuff that's out there. So feel free to use the services tab. If you don't find what you're looking for, we do recommend that you reach out to us. There happens to be a lot of stuff on our picture gallery, on the webpage, Instagram, and Facebook. We post a lot of stuff. You're going to find the stuff like this, and you're going to say, I don't know how to, I couldn't find it. I was trying to get that service, and I just couldn't find it. So we do recommend that you reach out to us directly. Tell us a little bit more about what you do want to have done, and we're going to do our best to tell you what is supported, what we can do, what we don't do, and things like that. Sometimes, on occasion, you'll see something in a build video, and we'll just say, hey, we don't
really offer that. And what it comes out being is we don't offer that as a standalone service. We offer that as what would be more of a complete or comprehensive based package, something that's a full package. So sometimes that's just how it is. Some of the services are a little bit harder to turn out, being such a small operation of just my wife and myself, and some things take a little bit longer. So we happen to not offer them as a standalone, but only offer them as a package, because of course we want to be able to complete your package the best we can. So guys, if you happen to have any questions, please let us know. Feel free to subscribe if you have not done so already. Feel free to share the videos if you have not been doing so already. Instagram is the place to be. Facebook is the place for reviews. And guys, I'll talk to you on the next one.